Come to sit in a comfortable position or lay down in Shavasana, legs stretched out in front of you, or maybe having a little something to roll under the knees to release any tension in the lower back. Someplace where you can relax the body and bring your awareness to the breath. Allow the body to become still. Allow the breath to be natural. Just following the inhale and the exhale for a few rounds. Allowing the inhale to maybe deepen. Allowing the exhale to lengthen. Just settling down into your body, settling down into your seat. Begin to feel that movement of energy, movement of breath through the body. And taking your left hand to the center of the heart, taking the right hand onto the abdomen. Begin to feel the movements of the chest press up against the backs of the hands. Feeling the hands gently rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. We're going to keep the breath completely relaxed. Just bring a little element of control into it. Practice some abdominal breathing. So the rib cage, the left hand becomes more passive, so the left hand won't move so much. And then we can take more breath into the belly, into the abdominal area. So the right hand is going to be moving in and out much more than the left hand. But keep the breath relaxed, no strain. Just taking the breath a little more deeply into the belly and then exhale from the belly. Inhale deeply into the abdominal area and exhale completely. Continue like this. Inhale deeply into the abdominal area. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Feel that movement of air through the belly, through the abdominal area. Feel the right hand moving. Feel the left hand passive. Try to keep the breath as relaxed as possible. Just a little bit of awareness on where we're sending the breath. A little bit of control. Breathing through the abdominal is the most efficient way to breathe. So allowing the breath to go deep down into the very base of the belly. And then when you exhale, empty the breath out completely. Do 5 more cycles of this, following your own breath. Breath only into the abdominal area and breath out. Releasing the right hand, releasing the left hand back down to the knees or to the floor beside you. Allow the breath to return to normal, both through the chest and the belly. Breath completely normal, completely relaxed. Now we'll take the breath only into the chest. So again, if you find it helpful to take the hands on the chest, on the belly, just to help know where to send the breath, and feel free to take the left hand on the chest, right hand on the belly. You can also just rest them by your sides or on your knee if you prefer. So now we're going to keep the belly passive. We're going to only breathe into the chest, allowing the rib cage to expand as much as possible, and then again exhale completely. So start off slow, breath only into the chest, into the rib cage, let it expand, and then exhale completely. Now the left hand moves while the right hand is pretty still, pretty passive. Inhale deeply into the chest. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply into the chest. Allow the sides of the rib cage to expand out to the front. And exhale completely. Continue breathing in this way. Just a few more cycles, breathing in and out only from the chest. Notice if you find this easier to breathe deeply only into the chest. Is that easier than breathing into the abdominal? Is it the same? If your normal breath is not so used to taking the breath down to the belly, it might be a little bit different. It might take some time to get used to sending the breath all the way down there. But really, it is such a great way to breathe more effectively. Now to add on breathing into the chest. As you inhale, when you get to the top of the breath, see if you can sip in a few more breaths and fill up into the shoulder blades, fill up into the throat before exhaling. So again, breathing into the chest, but before you exhale, sip in a few more breaths, fill up a little bit more all the way up to the throat, the shoulders, and then exhale completely. But again, no strain at all. Just getting a little extra depth. And exhaling completely each time. Empty the breath out completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. And if your hands are on your chest, go ahead and release them back down. Allow the breath to move freely through the body, no control. Breath natural, breath relaxed. Inhaling, and exhaling. Now we will take those two breaths and combine them all together. The breath should remain completely calm, no strain whatsoever at any time during the practice. If you ever feel like you're out of breath, you feel a little bit dizzy or uncomfortable, just stop whatever pranayama, whatever breathing exercise we're doing, and let your breath return completely to normal. No strain whatsoever, ever, while you're practicing pranayama. Making yourself comfortable in any seated posture or laying in shavasana on the floor. Closing the eyes, awareness turns inward towards the natural breath. Begin to breathe slowly. As much as possible, no sound comes from the breath. Breath completely relaxed. No changing, no doing anything to it, just the relaxed natural breath. If you found it helpful to take the hands on the chest and the belly, you're always welcome to just rest the hands there. It just helps to send the direction of the breath into the specific parts of the body. And you're also welcome just to keep the hands relaxed, maybe fingertips touching if you're in a seated position, or the fingers naturally curled if you're laying in shavasana. We begin to take the breath down only into the belly, into the abdominal area, slowly allowing that space to fill, to expand. And when you can't take any more breath there, begin to fill up the chest, begin to fill up the lungs. Let it expand slowly and completely. And once again, when the chest is full, begin to take a little more breath into the shoulder blades. Take a little more breath into the collarbones, into the throat. You might feel a little bit of restriction in this area. And now, slowly exhale. First from the chest, and then from the belly. Once again, inhale, send the breath into the belly. Allow that abdominal area to expand, to fill. And when that's full, begin to take the breath into the chest, allowing the lungs to expand, the rib cage expands, chest expands. And then sip a little more breath right into the top. And when you're ready, slowly exhale everything out. Repeat this cycle of breathing. The breath should be really relaxed and kind of flowing like a wave up and down, in and out of the body. So no strain. Try not to force the breath at all. Just keep it natural. But just sending it from one place, next place, Next place, we're just controlling the movement of the breath. Inhaling into the belly first, then into the chest, up into the throat, and slowly, whenever you're ready, begin to exhale from the chest first, and then into the belly. We're going to do 5 more cycles of breath. This is known as full yogic breath or yogic breathing. Keeping the nice, steady, easy rhythm. If your hands are on your chest, you can release them down to the side. Allow the breath to return completely to normal. And just noticing the quality of the breath, noticing the movements of the breath without any control, without sending the breath in any particular place, just the natural breath. And begin to open the eyes and make your way up from wherever you are.